So, I've been on, I've seen some Twitter stuff a bit, and I don't really go on Twitter because I don't really understand how it works exactly. But I've still seen videos of people looking at stuff on Twitter, and it's very possible that in the future we can solve racism. It's always possible. Do a Gordon Ramsay. Hate everyone, not the races. Hate them all equally. But um, on Twitter, there's like a bunch of racist people that people will hate, and then a bunch of people that hate specifically like a straight couple or a white couple. Straight white couple, they hate them entirely. Can we just have peace, please? Like, don't just like let's just not hate someone of a race. Let's not hate someone who they are as a whole community, but who they are as a in their personality. And even like some people sometimes have online personas that aren't their real selves. Don't hate them on a persona, hate them on their genuine personality. They scam people, don't just say, he's young. Meanwhile, he says, I don't like football. Cancelled. Like, no, don't do that. Hate someone because of how what they do. If they do something bad, hate them for that, not for the community they're in, unless it's an online community of fascists. And that's really laughing. Like, people will say they've solved racism, and it turns out they're just saying they themselves don't like, don't, don't, they're not racist towards minorities, but like, it's all the white people that are on Twitter that are gonna make it harder to solve racism. The white people are gonna just hate white people, and that's just gonna be racism, but not many people see it like that, but by technicality, it is. If you say a racist joke to a black person, it depends. Like, is that person your friend whose final joke's like that, or is that like a random bystander on the street? If it's that, don't say it. Meanwhile, if you say anything offensive about a white person to a white person or anyone, it's gonna be funny because a white person is not a minority, so it's obviously we're just gonna find it funny. But anyone who's an actual minority usually will not find it funny because that's just a genuinely offensive thing to say about them. And yet people are not even making jokes, but sometimes genuinely just hating white people and then saying, oh, they're not a minority, so it's fine. Just don't hate a race, hate a person, hate people. It's like how people all the time, like online, they will just go, oh man, I got cheated on by a man. I guess I'm never liking men again. It's one guy! Like, this even happens a lot. Like, sometimes racism happens because of one bad encounter with a certain race. And that's just stupid. It's one person. You can't pin one person on the whole thing. Like, if you're, like, nailing a board and then you accidentally hit one of your fingers, you got 4 other fingers on that hand. They're all fine. That one finger, not. Everything else is fine. The one encounter means nothing if there's way more people. You got cheated on by a man once, that doesn't mean the other ones are all terrible. You got mugged once by a black person, that doesn't mean they're all gonna do that. You saw one racist guy, they're not all gonna do that. No one, you can't judge a whole community by one person. Sometimes they'll even say something like, on behalf of all people on my race, don't listen to that. That is never right. That's, if a person says they're talking on behalf of their whole race, and it's not even for like a joke, it's unironic, don't listen to that at all unless it's like a genuinely good thing. That's my stance on things. And I think many people will. I don't think anyone's gonna see this video, but I think many people would think the same.